And now, for a moment of clarity.
It's Democrats being Democrats, and it's the mainstream media being the mainstream media. They want to be cuddled. They want to show that they got the connection, they got the in. The New York Times, Washington Post, they want to sit down. The major networks want to sit down. 60 Minutes. Give us your time.
Everybody wants to sit down, but do you think there's a difference between a sit down and I'm not saying that 60 Minutes isn't going to do a great job. I've been watching that show for 60 years.
They will do a great job.
They'll do a great job, but why not do a press conference, for example? I'm not saying that as I'm not asking that question as a journalist.
No, let me just get to this point. Yeah. If I can get in a local media market in Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, North Carolina, anywhere in the country, I don't need to do a press conference. I'm talking directly to people as they're driving home in their car on their car radio, or if I'm sitting in their living rooms. If I've done an interview with the local late night news or whatever, we have to stop looking at this campaign through the traditional lenses. This is not that race. This 107 days she's been doing this, and she's got 30 more left. So at the end of the day, you're talking 140 days to run a national presidential campaign. She's got to be particular with her targets. If she had an extra 400 days, everybody would get touched in the mainstream media and in the Democratic Party. This is not the Hillary campaign of 2016. This is not Joe Biden's campaign of 2020. So I think she's doing what she needs to do now. There are some components of this that she absolutely needs to focus a little bit more time on. Certainly among younger voters, African-American voters in particular, and they are starting to do that. Their ground game operation, their organization, and networking across the states, particularly the battleground states, are in place. Donald Trump doesn't have any of that. I don't see Donald Trump doing sit-downs and press conferences with the mainstream media every week. So let's hold her to the same standard we're holding Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump is not giving you anything except a rally in which he dribbles and nods off and just goes off on tangents. And the press accepts that. And yet they look at her and say, well, how come you're not giving us more of what we want? Well, as soon as you get it from Donald Trump, she'll give it to you. In the meantime, I think she's focused where she needs to be. And the Democrats need to stop acting like Democrats, get you behind on the ground, organize, turn out your vote. You need to overwhelm the ballot box on November 5th. Because that's the end game. And don't worry about a press conference today. You need to worry about how many voters you got turning out on November 5th.
Catch Michael Steele on The Weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on MSNBC.